Starting on March 19, all returnees must be quarantined at home and undergo 14 days of self-isolation. But for those who return to live with their families, how can they avoid infecting them?
Well, the Central Epidemic Command Center suggests that it's best to stay in a separate room and try not to go into the rest of the house. Remain 1 meter away from family members, don't share meals together, and do one's best not to share the bathroom and living room with family members. If sharing a common room cannot be avoided, the room must be disinfected at least 3 times a day with bleach.
This young man, surnamed Lu, has just returned to Taiwan from France. He is currently living at home, undergoing 14 days of quarantine.
If you don't need to get in contact with anyone, then don't get in contact. If you must, wear a face mask and maintain 1 to 2 meters away from the person. In my home, I'm on the 3rd floor, and my family member, who is my aunt, is on the 2nd floor. So I basically don't go downstairs unless I really have to.
Unless you really have to, you should avoid too much contact with family members. When you want to eat, ask your family to take your meal and leave it at the door.
Usually she takes the meal to the 3rd floor doorway and then I go and get it. After this, I leave out the plate and I disinfect my hands before touching it.
Currently, all returnees must undergo 14 days of home quarantine. If they have no way of staying at a quarantine hotel, they must live with their families. The Command Center suggests keeping at least 1 meter away from people. It's best if you have one room. The key is washing your hands frequently and avoiding sharing meals. If you really need to share the same living space, doctors recommend that you disinfect it with bleach every day.
When you share a certain space or bathroom installations, you should sterilize the installations in that space at least 3 times a day and use bleach as a disinfectant. Don't eat at the same time with your family. It becomes a situation where either you eat first or the family eats first to keep some temporal distance from them.
In addition, windows must be open to maintain ventilation. You must maintain the highest principle of avoiding contact with others and be patient for the 14 days. Protect yourself and protect your family.